Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Age channel. Jake Paul's anticipated MMA debut faces delay amid huge Mike Tyson boxing fight. YouTube Turner boxer has built a custom MMA cage in his gym to prepare for the switch. Jake Paul's switch from boxing to MMA faces delay amid his next boxing match against Mike Tyson. The YouTuber turned boxer faces heavyweight icon Mike Tyson on July 20th in a controversial clash, scrutinized over the 30-year age gap. It will be Paul's third bout in just 7 months as he looks to improve on his 9-1 record. His only defeat came in February 2023 via split decision against celebrity rival Tommy Fury, 24, in Saudi Arabia. A month beforehand, Paul announced a deal with the Professional Fighters League to make his MMA debut. His first bout in the cage was eyed for 2024, but the American has been forced to shelve his training to focus on boxing great Tyson. PFL boss Dan Davis said, "The good news is, if people didn't think Jake was serious about combat, he is proven to be serious. He is gotten better. He is doubled down on boxing at the minute. There is no question about it. There was a time when he might have done 50-50, and right now it looks like he might be 90-10 in boxing and MMA. So his development in MMA is not coming along as quickly as we thought. Will he fight for the PFL? 100%. Will he move to MMA? 100%. Is the timing delayed? It is. Paul, 27, has fitted a fully scaled PFL cage in his Puerto Rico training base to prepare for his MMA debut. And he even offered Fury a stunning 2-fight boxing and MMA deal worth over $15 million to rematch his rival across 2 sports. But the former Love Icelander is recovering from hand surgery with Tyson, 57, instead returning after 4 years out the ring to fight Paul. And the social media sensation is currently out in Colorado with the US Olympic boxing team training for his bout against Iron Mike. Mike Tyson might not like Jake Paul's comments about their fight, indicating it's a circus. Mike Tyson can't be serious about this fight. Jake Paul has just come up with a perfect strategy to prevent Mike Tyson from beating his ear off, just like he did in his fight against Evander Holyfield. Paul's words only reinforce the belief of those who thinks this fight is the biggest circus in boxing. Jake Paul's words sound very bad, considering the caliber of the opponent he is facing. Mike Tyson is a boxing legend, a beast in the ring. Saying that Tyson won't be able to beat his ear if he knocks his teeth out first is disrespectful to boxing enthusiasts. While Tyson trains hard with seriousness for the fight, Paul is busy creating an expectation of a mega fight. Jake Paul promises not to repeat Mike Tyson's infamous ear-beating stunt against Evander Holyfield. Tyson's ear-chomping incident back in the 1970s is still talked about today, but Paul is determined to keep things clean in their upcoming clash on July 20th. When asked about the possibility of Tyson beating his ear, Paul joked, "He can't beat my ear off if I knock his teeth out." He is confident in his speed against the legendary Mike Tyson, even though he admits Tyson's got the strength and experience. Despite Tyson's tough reputation, Paul believes he's got what it takes to win. And despite their rocky history, Tyson and Holyfield are now Paul's, even teasing a potential rematch down the line. It's going to be one wild ride. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.